Hi, Alec. This is Michael from OTCOnlineTOEFLCourse.com. You're one of my TOEFL Writing Bootcamp course students, and I'm going to answer some of the grammar questions that relate to your writing that you sent me yesterday. Okay, here we go. You say, thank you for reviewing and correcting my essay. You have added the following sentence to my essay. Where would we be right now, for example, had scientists not invented vaccines to fight the coronavirus? So, what this is it's an if statement. It's an if conditional clause. If scientists had not invented vaccines to fight the coronavirus. So we're using, in this case, we have where would we be? We're talking about a present impossible situation, right? So right now, if the scientists had not invented, that means they did something before this moment of speaking. So I'm using the past perfect because it precedes another. You have to look at would as the past tense of will, right? So then the past perfect occurs before that. So where would we be right now if the scientists had not invented the vaccines to fight the coronavirus? It means that these scientists did invent these vaccines to fight the coronavirus. So I'm using the past perfect because it kind of talks about one action as occurring before another action in the past. So let me explain to you three types of conditional statements. We have present impossible. No, we have present possible. If I give you this example, if I have time, I will go, right? But then we have present impossible. So we change that to if I had time, and then this goes to would go. And then the third one, this is kind of what you're seeing. It's really weird. If I had had time, I would have gone. Okay, so the best answer for this is the had not kind of precedes this other action, and because this is past, it forces the other past tense verb to be the past perfect tense. All right, question number 2. This is a sentence from my paragraph. Since science has been making or has made our lives more comfortable and easier, it is held in high esteem. You say, I have used. I'm going to change this to past. In that sentence, I used a present perfect continuous tense, but you corrected it to a present perfect tense. Why is it incorrect? Okay, I think that's my mistake. I'm going to be honest with you on that. I think I was reading it wrong. You can actually use either one. You can use the present perfect or present perfect continuous. Both tenses work in that case. So I am wrong. You are right. However, I think it's better, if possible, not to complicate things with writing. So if you don't have to use a continuous tense, right? If you have the choice between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous, it's a more concise choice to use the present perfect, as long as it doesn't change the meaning. Okay, let's look at your next question. Both the second and third conditional could be used for the hypothetical situations. Which conditional should we use when writing about the hypothetical situations in our essays? It just goes back to answer your question. Are you talking about a present possible situation? If so, this is what it looks like. Are you talking about a present impossible situation? If so, your sentence looks like this. If you're talking about a past impossible situation, then it looks like that. So it just depends on what type of situation or condition you're talking about, and then you have to use either present, past, or past perfect tense verbs in those cases. All right, let's go to your last question here. This is a tough one. Your problem is you're not using articles really anywhere. You're not using them very much at all. So which of the following is correct? The majority of the people or a majority of the people? It just depends on if you're using the, it means that this information is already established and this is now old information. So you're saying the majority because it refers back to something that's already mentioned. If you say a majority of the people, you're introducing this idea for the first time. So A is used to introduce new information. The is typically used to introduce information which is already identified or established. So that would be the way I would explain that. If you say B, the majority of the population or a majority of the population. Again, either way is okay. Is the information already established and it refers to something already mentioned? If the answer is yes, then you say the majority. If you're bringing it up for the first time, you'll say a majority of the population. So what you can do there to learn more about A and the, you can go to the grammar part of my course and study what's called articles, A and the. All right? And thank you for your questions.